Alrighty. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everybody. Hope y'all are having a good, what is it? Oh yeah, man, watch on me. I look so stupid. Tuesday. Yeah, I hope you're all having a good Tuesday so far. Today we had back in Biceps today, and we had my buddy Derek joining us for this one. It was a not too bad lift, but I'll just give you guys a little run through of kind of what we did today. So I'll put some clips over like me speaking so that you guys can have like something that I guess like to look forward to and kind of keep your attention, you know what I mean? But yeah, all we did for today was I usually start on like the treadmill and everything, but the thing is I don't really feel like spending extra time on like just getting warmed up and stuff because I was already like I've been in the gym all day and I literally just walked to the grocery store right beforehand. Now it is freezing cold outside, so I was still pretty cold, but I was just too lazy to get on the bike for 5 minutes. I know it's extremely lazy, but I just did not feel like doing it. But essentially back to the lift, just started off today with just some calves, just because that's something I'm always trying to prioritize. I do not have those genetics to be able to get those insanely crazy calves just by, existing. Always punching the air with that one, but I don't mean any bad blood by it. I don't mean anything by it. That's simply just a joke. But let's just say that calves aren't easy to grow for me. I actually do have to put in some decent work, but I'm blessed with the genetics I have right now. That they're decent enough that I don't look like I'm walking on pogo sticks, if you know what I mean. Could always be worse. But started off with calves, did about I want to say like 3 or so sets here. Pretty much to start off with. I'm almost doing like the full stack now for reps, which is crazy. I did 280, so that's one number above the full stack for calves, and this is like the calf press one. Love this machine, get a really good stretch every time, solid pump for calves. You did that for about 8 reps, and then it's dropped down to like 220, 235, and just rep those out for like 8 to 12 reps. Nothing too crazy. Got a decent pump, did some good drop sets there. And for the last set I just did, I still got like a really deep squat stance and basically just did like calf raises that way. Just another way to kind of, pump up my calves and kind of take them to failure even further. And hopefully spark some new growth in my calves because it's been a long time since I've last grown. But essentially that was it for calves. The reasoning I put them like first in the workout is just because like I said earlier, I'm just trying to prioritize them. So always gotta put those things first, and then it's not gonna impact your workout because it's calves, not back. So that's all there is to that. Then for the rest of the workout, started off with some weighted pull-ups and did some neutral grip ones today. I don't know, it was weird. Like they felt kind of strong. I guess I'd say like I felt kind of strong on these, but at the same time I feel like my form was a little off. Like usually I get like above the bar pretty easy, and I felt like I was still getting like a decent like pump in my back, and I still have it now low key. But I don't know, something about it today just felt a little off. But for these ones, since it was like my compound for the day, did this for about 3 sets or so, and basically is doing it until I can't like hit my rep range again. So my rep range for today was pretty much between 3 and 6 reps. So first set started off with 90 pounds, then started off with 90 pounds, did that for one more set, and then for my last set I just did I believe 80 pounds and felt pretty okay with that one. And that was pretty much it for the weighted pull-ups. Then right after the weighted pull-ups, moved on over to some lat pull downs, and this time I took a wider grip just so I can really work on like my outer lats, just something to see if I could really build up my width a little bit more. I know that I'm probably doing very similar exercises, I'm probably being counterintuitive to whatever we've done in the workout, but you know what? I'm just trying my best to see whatever can build my back. That's all I'm trying to do. And it felt like a decent pump when I did these, so just gotta keep them in the routine, keep doing what I'm doing, and keep eating, and eventually, hopefully, something will happen. But yeah, I did 2 sets here, and had Derek spotting me for those for both of these sets, and did the same for him on these. These ones I focused more on just trying to get like a really good stretch towards the top as I was like controlling the eccentric. I wasn't just trying to simply pull down as much weight as I can with like garbage form and just getting like an okay pump. I wanted to actually feel every rep and just really try to pull apart my back as much as I can, because I already did so much weight on the weighted pull-ups, so I didn't even need to do like that much weight at that point. So just focus on just really getting a good stretch, tearing apart my lats in a good way, and yeah, just trying to get the best pump possible. But essentially that was all there was to lat pull downs. Then for the rest of the workout, sorry if there's like brief pauses of me. I'm exhausted as heck. I've been up since like 3:30 this morning, but for work, because I worked 5 to 11 today. But I can't complain. A job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do. Can't really be complaining too much. So just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. But aside from that, back to the lift. Just finish off with some Yates rows, and these felt pretty decent today. Did about 205s. Used the straps for this one, and did that for about 2 sets of almost 14. So first set I did for about 14, last set I did for about 12 or 13, and these ones all felt pretty good in my back. I know in the video it doesn't really do me enough justice for like the stretch I was actually getting. I actually did feel a good pump, and my back is actually pretty sore right now, so I think I did a pretty good job with that. So essentially I'm just trying to just like not really just go up into my back, just kind of just like pulling the weight up, but rather trying to sweep with my arms and just kind of make it almost like a pullover, and just do that with like all of my barbell stuff. And I usually get a really good pump when I do these, and I've found a way to basically make it so that it doesn't really hurt my lower back that much, and it's basically to breathe out and kind of brace a little bit before you start, then pull up the weight, get the slack out of it and everything. That's one of the most important things, is getting the slack out of the bar before you start. Then once you're all set up and standing with the weight, then you want to hinge with your hips a little bit, then bend down slightly until you feel you're at a good enough stance where you can actually feel your lats. Then just get ready to start rowing like underneath, and it should be good. But that was it for back today. And for biceps, kept these very, very simple. I remember that by the time me and Derek finished back day, we were both extremely exhausted. Like I low-key feel like I'm about to fall asleep right now still. But yeah, for after back day, we just finished up with some biceps. And for biceps, did 2 sets of single arm preacher curl machine. Did this for about 2 sets. First set I did, both sets I did 80 pounds. And then for the last set, I just dropped down to the 50s and just did like drops out there where you're just like holding it for 3 seconds at the top, controlling, hold 3 seconds, control, and just do as many of those as possible. And that was pretty much it for just like the short head portion, the regular beginning portion of my biceps workout. And then to finish off, just did some nice supersets where I just started off with some dumbbells, something I discovered last week when I was over for Thanksgiving break, which is basically to do 40 pounds to do hammer curls, just as many reps as you can with like 8 to 12 reps range, and then basically squeezing every single rep out of your forearms so you could basically feel like your arms are gonna fall off. And then once you're all done there, then follow it up with a superset, the easy bar, and just go thumbless like you do on the hammer curl, and just really just focus on just squeezing as much as you can, just because it is a flexor muscle. So just focusing a lot on as much as you can, and then just controlling on the way down, trying to really burn out those forearms as much as you can. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the lift today. So without further ado, I need to get some sleep. I think I'm lucky about to go for a nap after this, but without further ado, don't forget, get jacked, be cool with everybody, and we're all gonna make it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, I think, when I do leg day. But if not, then I will see you guys on Friday for chest and back. Yeah. Y'all have a good one.